Since the legislation regarding accident investigation has been changed for some few years ago, uh, it is time for us to inform the shipping industry of the changes. And the thing is that SHK, Haverikommissionen, was formed in 1978, only dealing with aviation accidents at that time. But since 1990, the new legislation also made it possible and compulsory in some cases to investigating also shipping accidents. Now, that was done in cooperation with the Inspectorate, Sjöfartsinspektionen. But in 2011, the legislation changed once again. And after that date, in June 2011, it's only SHK, Haverikommissionen, that may perform accident investigations in shipping. That means that you will probably meet us somewhat more often than you have done before. And that is why I am going to tell you a little bit about our routines and how we work. Every investigation is performed by a commission, and the commission is individual for each investigation. It's chaired by a lawyer who is a former judge, but it's also one or two investigators with operational experience. For maritime, we have maritime operative, we have maritime technical, and we also have behavioral competence for the investigation. We only investigate merchant vessels. We don't investigate leisure crafts. It could happen that there is, let's say, there is a collision between a merchant vessel and a leisure craft. There might be an investigation, but only leisure craft we won't investigate at all. We investigate every accident in Sweden in merchant shipping, and also every accident that will happen worldwide with Swedish vessels. It is the flag state that is responsible for the investigation, but we may make some agreements with if there is another flag state involved than the Swedish, and who is to conduct the investigation. We divide accidents in different types: very serious, serious, and other. We also talk about near misses. If there is a very serious casualty, we have to make an investigation. That's compulsory. The other accidents we may investigate, but we don't have to. We expect to investigate somewhat 10 very serious accidents each year. And what we are interested in is to find out what happened, why it happened, and to prevent it to happen again. We also have a specific task to look into the rescue services. But we are not interested in who did a mistake, and we are not interested in who is to blame. And that's very important for you to know these differences. Our investigations in shipping is confidential. The information we receive from people being interviewed and information from companies is confidential. But the report that we publish is official. That means that it's a difference between the information we receive and what we actually publish. That is also very important for you to know that there is a confidential issue in the investigations. The investigation starts with that we receive information about something happened. And that is the ship owner or the master's obligation to call in and report accidents and near misses to the Swedish Transport Agency, Transportstyrelsen. Then we have an information system of information between STA and us, and then we receive information and we make a judgment of the investigation of the occurrence to see if it is going to be investigated or not. If we decide to investigate, then everyone involved will be informed, and they will also have a possibility to have a responsible person to represent the company in which is being investigated or involved. It could include also other authorities, not only companies. During the investigation, we do have a facts part. We collect facts, information, which we later on analyze. And then we produce a full report and present it, as I said, publicly afterwards. During this process, we have normally a factual meeting, and we have an internal consultation and also an external consultation. And during these parts of the investigation, the involved companies or organizations, they have a possibility to influence or have a look at the report and see what we have found. So they have a possibility to actually influence the report and to correct us if we are wrong, or to put us forward in the right direction if that is necessary. As I said before, regarding the human factor, we are very keen on knowing what has happened and not specifically who has made a mistake. It's very important to know this difference. What also should be very good for you to know is that when we invite you to a factual meeting or an external consultation, you should really spend time and effort to do these parts very properly. That is your chance to influence the investigation. When it is published, it is too late. So if you have the opportunity, take it, spend time on it, and put the right person in your organization dealing with this matter. It's very important to sort this out correctly from the beginning. Well, that's about it, actually. I don't have very much to say about this. Did I miss something? To be short, I can say that if we call you and say that we are going to make an investigation involving you, just take it easy and it will be fine, I'm sure. And that's about it.
Thank you very much, Jörgen. And if someone here wants to know more about your work, how can they find you and find more information?
Well, we will be here now for some time, myself and my colleague, Richard Sahl. We can answer any questions here. You will also find information on our webpage, www.havcom.se.
Perfect. Thank you very much.